Hello everyone, this is Adam Vincent for Java 2 Week 2. This is July 2014. So this week I'm continuing to build upon my app Android Books. I got last week's stuff to work finally. It was a couple of days too late for the grading there, but I'll get counted on it this time, so it's all good. So this week we had to send our data to another activity to be displayed, and then send data back to the main activity and launch it into an alert view. So here we go. I'm going to press one of my list items. So here we go with the detail view, or as I called it, the book activity. Just going to show the book title, the subtitle, the ISBN number, which is International Standard Book Number. This number you can actually put into Google and it'll pull up the book wherever it's being sold. And then got a quick description about the book. Well, the button down here gives you the ability to see the cover, which was in my JSON data, was passed as a URL. So I use the URL for my implicit intent. Click the button and it launches. This is some weird emulator thing. But here's the cover of the book. But it launches inside the web browser. So now I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit rate. So I'm going to rate this book. Click one of the stars. It sends it back to the main activity, popping the alert view with the rating and the title of the book. So I also added in one more piece, and that is the back button, because I noticed when I hit the back button before it crashed. Well, I hit the back button now and it calls a different version of the on finish. It brings in the title, but says no rating has been selected. So you can hit OK. So we're going to get to the code a little bit and talk about some of the changes that I made in the main activity. This is where I handled my save instance state. Is right here. Then I launched my service. This part is built in for really some debugging purposes, to show if it's connecting to the network, and also it's going to alert you if it's not connecting to the network. This is the service handler from last week and the launching of the service. This is my show data function, which brings in, it reads the file, brings it in, pulls the data into hash maps, and sets the list view. Well, this is where we started this week. The list view set on click listener. This is what happens when you click one of the selected items. It's going to create another hash map. It's going to take that data from the selected position and it's going to store them into different variables. Well, with the intent to send it to the next activity, it's pulling in that data that will be sent, and that's what's being displayed in the book activity. And this is where I handle my save instance state. And then as we go down, this is my on activity results view, which pulls in the data from the book activity and creates the alert dialog. And we'll show you real quick the book activity. The book activity starts out, pulls in the data from the main activity, sets the UI with that data. All right, and then we've got the button for the on-click, which is going to pass the URL from the image into the intent that will post up the web browser. This is where I'm handling my ratings bar. I did it a little bit different from the lesson, being that I used the set on rating bar change listener instead of using the on touch. This just worked out better for me. And then in there is where I'm calling my finish function. The finish function is what calls the intent for the main activity and sends the data back. The on back finish is what I did to counteract the problem with the back button, the hardware back button crashing. So I created this function so that it sends the no rating selected back to the main activity. So that's it for me for the week. I hope you have a good one.